Have you ever thought of trading but felt like you are staring at a foreign language? Charts, indicators, strategies, and where do you even begin? That was me 8 months ago. I had $10,000 but had no idea where to begin and how to begin. Trading looks complicated. There were a lot of information out there, and it is easy to feel overwhelmed and probably even quit before you place your first trade. But instead of giving up, I spent months learning and refining a simple 3-step approach. And guess what? It worked. I made my first profitable swing trade. One thing that really helped was ChatGPT. ChatGPT was like my personal finance tutor, breaking down complex strategies like explaining stock to a 5-year-old kid. So if you are thinking about trading but you're worried, do not worry, I've got you. In this video, I will cover 3 things. Firstly, how I started to learn options trading to generate a new income stream. Secondly, as a beginner, the 3-step approach that I followed. Thirdly and finally, how I execute my options trade in Interactive Brokers, IBKR. If you are looking for ways to make the most out of your career break, or if you're interested to learn how to trade but do not know where to begin, this video is for you. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Amelia Low and I talk about money and career related topics such as finance, investing and saving for retirement. With nearly 2 decades of marketing experience specializing in digital marketing and campaign marketing, I am now using YouTube to share my insights on marketing, money and mindset. This video is for entertainment and education purpose. I am not providing any investment or finance advice. Please consult a professional before making any financial decision. This video is not sponsored by any of the companies mentioned. Do not forget to like, subscribe and comment if you find this content useful. My trading journey started in July of 2024. Like most beginners, I first learned from YouTube, but that was not enough. And therefore, I attended a series of webinars hosted by a school specializing in investing and trading. But I did not enroll immediately. Instead, I spoke to my friends who have enrolled to understand if they have benefited from the course or even profited. The feedback was positive, and therefore I decided to enroll in that investing and trading program. I also rely on ChatGPT to simplify some of the lessons from the trading course. For example, when I'm confused over indicators or strategies, I will ask ChatGPT, please explain this in layman terms for me. And in return, I will get a very clear and concise answer that is easy for me to understand.
For example, ChatGPT, explain in the money and out of the money options with NVIDIA trading at $120 as an example.
When trading options, the terms in the money (ITM) and out of the money (OTM) describe the relationship between the option strike price and the current stock price. Let's apply this to NVIDIA trading at $120. A call option gives the buyer the right, but not the obligation, to buy NVIDIA shares at a specified strike price before expiration. In the money (ITM) call, a call option is in the money if the strike price is below the current stock price. Example, a $110 strike call in the money because you can buy NVIDIA at $110 while it's trading at $120. Out of the money (OTM) call, a call option is out of the money if the strike price is above the current stock price. Example, a $130 strike call is out of the money because you would have to pay $130 to buy NVIDIA when it's currently at $120, which doesn't make sense. A put option gives the buyer the right, but not the obligation, to sell NVIDIA shares at a specified strike price before expiration. In the money (ITM) put, a put option is in the money if the strike price is above the current stock price. Example, a $130 strike put is in the money because you can sell NVIDIA at $130 while it's trading at $120, locking in a higher selling price. Out of the money (OTM) put, a put option is out of the money if the strike price is below the current stock price. Example: a $110 strike put is out of the money because selling at $110 when Nvidia is trading at $120 wouldn't make sense.
Over the next 6 months, I created a study routine of dedicating at least 4 to 6 hours to studying. So now let me break down the simple 3-step guide based on what I have learned and how I've executed my first trade with 4% return on the initial $10,000 capital. The first step is to select a stockbroker and set up a trading account. The second step is to familiarize yourself with options trading and implement one strategy first. And finally, the third step is to have a set of tools that would help me to analyze and track my trades. So let's dive deeper into each step. The first step, which is to select a stockbroker and allocate a small capital to your trading account. For me, I chose Interactive Brokers or IBKR because the school that I've enrolled for uses IBKR as their trading platform. The process took approximately 2 weeks, and during that period, I familiarized myself with the platform. The second step is to familiarize yourself with option trading. So what are calls and put options? Options are financial contract that gives the buyer the right but not the obligation to buy or to sell an asset at a predetermined price before the contract expires. There are two main types, a call option and a put option. A call option gives the holder the right to buy an asset at a specific price known as a strike price before the expiration date. This is beneficial when a stock price is expected to rise. A put option, on the other hand, gives the holder the right to sell an asset at a specific price before expiration, and this is useful when a stock price is expected to fall. You can buy or sell a call or a put option, but what does that mean? Buying a call option, you pay a premium for the right to buy a stock at a set price before the expiration date. This is profitable if the stock price rises above the strike price. For an example, this is a profit and loss chart. The stock price is represented on the horizontal x-axis, while the profit and loss are shown on the vertical y-axis. This chart illustrates the profit and loss for buying one contract of Nvidia call option at a strike price of $110 with a premium of $10. You will only profit if Nvidia stock price is above $110. If Nvidia stock price is $130, your profit is $1,000, which is calculated based on the stock price of $130 minus off the strike price of $110 minus $10 premium you paid multiplied by 100. It is important to buy call options only for short-term trading, and you are confident that the price will go up fast enough before the expiration date, and not for long-term investment. This is because call options have an expiration date, and you will lose your capital even if you are right about the stock. To sell a call option, you collect a premium, but you are obligated to sell the stock if the buyer exercises the option. This is often used in covered call strategies to generate income. For an example, this is a profit and loss chart for selling one contract of Nvidia call options at a strike price of $110, where you will receive a premium of $10. You will only profit if Nvidia stock price stays at or below $110. Your profit is the premium which you collect, that is $1,000. If Nvidia stock price rises to $130, your loss is $1,000, and that's calculated as the strike price of $110 minus the stock price of $130 minus a premium of 10 multiplied by 100. This loss is based on selling covered call options where you currently own Nvidia shares. To buy a put option, you pay a premium for the right to sell a stock at a set price, and this is profitable if the stock price falls below the strike price. For an example, this is a profit and loss chart for buying one contract of NVIDIA put options at a strike price of $110 with a premium of $10. You will only profit if NVIDIA stock price falls below $110. If NVIDIA stock price drops to $90, your profit is $1,000, which is calculated based on the strike price of $110 minus the stock price of $90 minus of the premium of $10 multiplied by 100. To sell a put option, you collect a premium, but you are obligated to buy the stock at the strike price if you are being assigned. And this is the basis of cash secured put strategy. So what is cash secured put strategy? It is a trading strategy where investors and traders generally earn an income while waiting to purchase a stock at a lower price. It involves selling a put option while keeping cash in reserve if being assigned. To dive deeper and to give you an example, I sell a put option on the stock that I want to purchase. In exchange, I receive premium, or also known as income. If the stock price drops below the strike price, I am obligated to purchase 100 shares per contract at the expiration date. If the stock price is above the strike price, my option expires worthless and I get to keep the premium. Let me use NVIDIA as an example. At that time, NVIDIA was on a bullish uptrend, making higher highs, and I executed my trade using cash secure put strategy when the stock was at a dip with a strong support level. NVIDIA price was at $113 and I placed the strike price of my put option at $105. The premium that I collected was $5.50 for one share, or $550 per contract. The capital that I need to set aside to buy 100 shares if I have been assigned was $10,500. There were two possible outcomes. Scenario number one was NVIDIA stock price stays the same or above the strike price of $105 at expiration. The put will expire worthless and I get to keep $550 premium and no stock is required to be purchased. The second scenario is NVIDIA stock price stays below the strike price of $105 at expiration and I will be assigned the stock at the strike price. The 100 shares will appear in my account and the cost of the shares, which is $10,500, will be deducted from my account. My purchase cost will be $99.50 per share, which is calculated based on the strike price of $105 minus the premium of $5.50 that I've collected. Well, I'm able to generate income from selling cash secure put. It is important to never sell naked puts. This means that I need to set aside $10,500 to purchase a stock if it's being assigned. I also set rules to keep my emotions in check. For example, I book profits when the unrealized profits reaches 80% of my planned return. The third step is to have at least two tools. One is to do the technical analysis of the stock that I want to trade or I have been trading. The second is to have a tool to track and to analyze the trades that I've taken. For me, I use Moomoo app to do the technical analysis of the stock that I want to trade or I have been trading, and it also allows me to receive news feed related to the stock that I have been trading. I'm also able to set alerts. For example, if the stock price drops to the support price of the stock in my watch list, I will receive an alert. For the second tool, which is to help me to track and to analyze my trade, I have created a spreadsheet to achieve three things. Firstly, understanding what are my returns. Secondly, understanding the strategy that have worked for me. And finally, the third one is to document all the trades that I've taken. Now, let's cover the final segment on how I execute my option trades on Interactive Brokers platform IBKR. Using the cash secured put strategy on NVIDIA as an example, I search for NVDA stock using the magnifying glass icon and select options. I typically choose an expiration date between 30 and 45 days when selling put options. To do this, I scroll to the right and find an expiration date within this period. Then, I select the bid price to sell a put option based on the strike price of 30 delta. And now that 6 months have passed, I feel that I finally have control over my financial future. Learning to trade not only provides an additional income, but it also builds my confidence in making financial decisions. If you have found this video useful, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on investing and financial freedom.